Bitcoin just did something major. So major, in fact, that we may have already seen the bottom. And if this, if Bitcoin can hold this price, then we may never see the prices of $17,000 again. Guys, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. I want to take you through some Bitcoin charts, show you what I see. This is nice, clean, simple technical analysis that you can take with you on your journey, and then you can decide what you want to do with your crypto journey. Guys, before I go any further, if it sounds interesting, drop that like. Did I say that already? Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. I think I did. I'm saying it again. This is not financial advice. Please do your further research before you invest your money. Take a look at this chart. It's powerful. This is Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. You can see how I've got it on the 1 week. And this, what we're looking at is the 200-week moving average, this red line. And if I tap it, you can see the input. It says 200-week, right? And Bitcoin has been below this 200-week for the last 5 months, 5.5, maybe 6 months if you like, because the first one was the first month down, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 to 6 months. And it, throughout these 6 months, it's found it really hard to break above. The last time we pumped, it came up to the red line, it got rejected, and it fell back down. Bitcoin just broke it. What does it mean? It means that we could have very well have seen the bottom of the market down here, which personally I believe I was calling the bottom to be coming in around 18,000, maybe just a bit lower. But I'm just going to break it down and show you, because Bitcoin, when it goes below this, it's always been hard to break above. Like in most traditional charts, that when you see coins, the price action go below a 200 line. But on the weekly, it's more significant because it doesn't happen often. And when it does, that's a fire sell. That's the time that you want to seriously be buying. And take a look in the past, right? This is an example when we came down in back in March of the 19 crash, right? The C90, it came down, came straight back above, look, and on the second candle, it broke straight back above. So in a sense, we've never seen Bitcoin come down in the weekly time frame underneath the 200 for this period, for this long period of time. Even if you look back at 2018's bottom cycle, look, this was the bottom. It held support on this 200 weeks. So we may have seen one of the best fire sales that you've ever seen in the whole of Bitcoin history, if it remains back above, if it stays above, right? Because I'm rooting on this closing a new candle above. The thing is, we're still early in this week. We've got a few days left to go. Hopefully that, Bitcoin doesn't see some sell off and come back underneath it. If it does, then we'll take it from there. But if it can remain above this week and print a new candle, a weekly candle above, that is signs that we are bullish, guys. And, we could be beginning to see see the forms of the beginning of a new bull market. A lot of the time people go, oh, how can we be in a bull market? How can we? They don't see it until prices are high. So like, for example, when people, if you was back in, and if you saw this crash of C19 and you was here, you wouldn't have thought that the beginning of the bull market was beginning here. Even back in 2018, when you was down here, you wasn't, and you saw these little curve prices going up like this, you wasn't thinking, oh, this is the beginning of the bull market. It wasn't until, you saw prices up here like 20,000, 28,000, 30,000, then you were thinking, oh, we're in a beginning of the bull market. But in fact, we was right down here at the start of the bull market, because this is where prices start to go up. So that's what I want you to, keep in your head when I'm showing you these charts. Let's just take a look back. 2014, 2015 cycle. If this red line could extend, you'd see it extend right past here, and you would have seen that this price action bounced off of the red line as support, right? So it's been a very rare occasion for Bitcoin to be underneath this red line for such a long period of time. This was a fire sale. This was a sell your house, sell your wife event. In a few years from now, you could be looking back at this thinking, damn, one or two things. Why didn't I buy when it was down here? Or two, damn, I'm so glad that I bought down here, right? And now still a fantastic buy in my eyes, but that is not financial advice. Let's take a look at some other charts. Actually, let's look at this on the daily because it's important. Because here's a fine example of what I was talking about. When the price action is below it, usually finds it hard to resist above. Right, and you can see this, what's happened in the past. This is the same line, 200 line, but it's now on the daily time frame. And I want you to really pay attention, because right now we could have a rally. Bitcoin could rally all the way up to this red line, which puts the price of Bitcoin at $35,000. I believe that if Bitcoin continues to perform well, we will see a $35,000 Bitcoin. Don't know how long it's going to take. Maybe in a couple of weeks. I don't know. But that's the line that I'm looking at. If it holds support and, continues to go up, $35,000 Bitcoin. Let me just quickly come over here because there's a few other charts that, relate to this. We've got the ribbons over here on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. And the ribbons are powerful as well because, whenever it's been below... Hold on, what's going on here? My things are... Oh, because I got the auto on. Hold on. Sorry. Let me just take this auto off. Here we go. Whenever we've been seeing a tangle in the ribbons, meaning when the yellow and it all tangles up and crosses and the yellow is underneath, meaning the yellow line, we see price action start to go bearish. It's a trend reversal. You can see here that the yellow line, it all tangled, and then price action found it hard to break above. Every time it came up, it kept resisting on this ribbon, right? And if the yellow line's above, let me find an instance of where the yellow line's above. Here's an example. Look, we saw a tangle in the ribbons and the yellow line was above and price action kept bouncing above it like this. You see, kind of held support, slight slip through, but relatively held support, right? So when I look over here now, we've broken clean above these, this yellow line. We might face a bit of resistance here, but we could see a pullback in Bitcoin's price down to this yellow ribbon again. That's what I'm thinking. So, we've broken through these ribbons. Hopefully we'll start to see a tangle in the ribbons. The price is facing this part here. If it breaks above it, great. It's a nice clean break. But I'm thinking that this line here, this price here of the yellow line, what price is this sitting at? It says 21,400. We could potentially fall down to 21,400. Just see a little, sell off, little one, 24,400, and maybe bounce back up again. That's the worst case scenario for me. I would like to see it continue going upwards, but I'm just looking at these ribbons and where it could potentially hold support on the ribbons. If it breaks clean out of this and keeps going up, fantastic. It's just showing signs of bullishness. And what else have I got here? This one here, the Pi cycle. I've got it on a weekly time frame, but it doesn't make a difference. The Pi cycle has been known to call tops and bottoms of markets, and this flashed the signal. I'll quickly swing it to the daily. This flashed the signal saying that we have seen the bottom. And every time it's done this in the past, saying that we've seen the bottom of the cycle, all we've ever done from there is go upwards, you see? So it flashed it here, and all we did was go upwards in price, right? And then it did it again recently, and I did make a video on this. If you saw it, maybe you prepared yourself for what you wanted to do in the future. So, this flash saying that around this area was the bottom, and now it looks like we could maybe go up. But take a look at this on the weekly as well, right? I'm going to take the Pi cycle off because there's another, these two indicators at the bottom are also as powerful as all these other indicators. Let me turn this off. We're looking at the stochastic RSI and the RSI. The RSI is the one on the top. For those that are new, RSI looks for price. If it's overbought, are people buying too much? Are people selling too much? That's what this is about. And when the purple line is at the top, it means it's overbought. People are buying too much. When it's underneath, it means it's oversold. Especially if it's outside of this sort of mauvish, purplish sort of dotted lines. If it comes out of this, it's really oversold. And you can see on the stochastic RSI, we were really oversold. Look at this, that we came right out of this. You can see here, it came right out of this down here. And the only other time we've done this before in the past, hold on, before I go there, look at the stochastic RSI as well. This is like momentum. Like, is there a lot of buying momentum, selling momentum? This was also in the oversold of the sell momentum as well, right? So the selling pressure is just worn out. It's like, this is as low as it could be. The only other time we've seen this low and this low between these lines in the past was the last bear cycle of the bottom. And I'll just show you this as well. Look, so if you come back here, this line here represents the bottom, and I'm looking for both of them together in this sort of oversold-ish area. And you can see here it's slightly peaked below the dotted line, slightly peaked below it, and that's when we can see here low. Why am I saying this? Because look what happened afterwards, right? And I've been waiting for this yellow line. So I've been waiting for this purple line to cross the yellow line, because every time we see this happen, right? Every time we see this yellow line, purple line cross the yellow line right here, we do see large rallies for Bitcoin. And, let's just pinpoint where this one is. I'm going to take this yellow off for a second. So if you match this up, right, to what I'm talking about, from here all the way up, this purple line all the way up to oversold, that's this huge rally here. That is all of this rally here. And if I was to measure this, you know, what are we talking? We're talking prices from 3,500. Hold on, let me just, I'm trying to do a measure. 3,000, here we go. Hold on, I'm getting there. 3,000, oh, no. Hold on. I'm usually a bit more better on this. It's my keyboard. Here we go. 3,500 all the way up to about $14,000. That's a 276% pump when the purple line broke this yellow line. On top of that, we had the stochastic RSI come back into this sort of bluish area, you know, rising above for buy pressure. Should we take a look back to see when it did it before, where both, you know, the stochastic RSI and the RSI were low? Look at here, like we had a little break underneath here. The stochastic RSI was down here. Let's have a look at where the price was. It was right down here. You see, and then we went on this crazy rally. Look at the purple line. Look, so when it breaks this yellow line, you know, holds support, comes above, holds support, comes above. We saw this, all of this rally. So, you know, I'm just showing you this because look at what's happening now, right? We are facing a situation where we've just broken this yellow line, which could be significant. Like we could see this purple line start to come right above, and, you know, maybe in the next couple of weeks or a good few weeks, come right up into the oversold area. This could be the start of a fresh new rally, a new bull cycle. And I'm just waiting for the confirmation on the stochastic RSI down here. And I want to see the blue line come in, which is what I see. Let me just click on this. I want to see the blue line come into this blue box, and I want to see the red line come into this blue box as well. If that happens, then you're going to see some serious buy pressure come into Bitcoin, like serious buy pressure. And that could be what's pushing us right up to 35,000. And then people will start going, I missed the bottom. Or damn, we're on a crazy rally now. So, you know, just keep your eye on these. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep updating you with the charts anyway. If you don't want to miss this stuff, become a patron because they see this stuff first. And I'm constantly keeping them updated on this. I have 7 tiers. Where is it? Let me find it. Take your pick. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. Let me find it. It unlocks all my posts. You can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking. This one here. If you want that little bit more, I have a CEO tier that gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. I'm telling you now is the best time to become a Patreon, because if this is a fresh new start to a bull rally, you don't want to miss out on the coins that we're buying. I'm telling you, because we're going to make absolute insane gains, and they're seeing it all over here. We're already up crazy 100% in profits in coins that we've been buying. So don't miss out. Check this out as soon as possible. The link is in all my videos in the info section. Just click the Patreon link and become a patron. If you haven't seen it already, make sure you check out my Road to Becoming a Millionaire series. I'm bringing more. I know a lot of people are liking this now. Bringing more on it. It's basically a fresh portfolio from scratch. You know, I talk about coins, what you should be buying, and it's basically leading you on your journey to becoming a millionaire with crypto. None of it's financial advice, but it's very helpful information that can guide you on your journey. Guys, I'm going to leave it here. Did I get it out? If you liked it, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Thank you for watching. Come on, help me get to 100K. I'm on 87 now. If you're new watching, just click the subscribe button right now. Help me get there. Let's bump up these subscribes. When I get to 100K, I might do a big giveaway of some sort. I don't know. I might go live as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.